Hi, today I'm in the shop working on a little adapter for a side project. So what we have is this spinning wheel piece, and so this helps with making the yarn, but there's two different sizes. So there's a smaller size and this larger size that's on, and there's a bushing at the end that it slips into. Well, the smaller size on the end, it's too small, so it rattles around. What we want to do is make a bushing that'll fit over this and then be large enough to fit inside the bushing end on this side. So that way we can use both without having to change out the whole assembly. Because this does come with a whole assembly, but then you're going to have to unscrew 6 screws every time. So we're trying to make a convenient quick change for this smaller one by making a bushing on this end. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to model it up in my Fusion 360 and then print it with my 3D printer. So first we'll get some measurements. And what I've drawn up here is just a little diagram of what the bushing's going to be. So we need to get the inner bushing diameter, the outer overall outer size, and then the height. So first off, for our inner diameter, we want to make sure that this is on the right metric and zeroed. So we have 12.6. For the larger, we're going to measure, we have 19. Now the height is going to be 11. Give a little bit of a chamfer to that end to make it spin on a little bit. So we'll get this fit in so that it's lined up properly, and we'll see how much overhang we have, so that way I can know how deep my chamfer will be. It's going to be 3 millimeters. Here we've got all of our dimensions. Like I said, I'm going to end up chamfering that upper edge. So let's go ahead and get into 360 and get that modeled up. So we'll start with a new sketch. We'll go ahead and C for circle, place it in the center. This is going to be our inner 12.6. So we're going to do a new circle for the outer, pick our center, drag it out, and we're going to have an outer diameter of 19 millimeters. So now we want to extrude this. E to extrude, we want 11 millimeters tall, and then let's get ourselves a better view of this. So now we want to put a chamfer in the top, or fillet, sorry. And we want to do 3 millimeters. All right, so now we've got our bushing design. We want to go ahead and save this. Export this as an object so that our 3D printer will be able to slice it. Alright, so what we want to do now is we want to load our part, and it'll take 9 minutes. Send the G code. I want to connect and send it to the printer. There we have it. Let's go try it out. Alright, we're back. We've got our little spacer. So I purposely made it just a little bit tight because I want it to be secure on this smaller piece, so then it would spin freely in that larger opening but stay secure on this. So I just need to take a file Just do a little bit of cleanup on the inside. Just enough to have it a press fit. So there we go. So now we've got our bushing on that smaller piece. Let's test fit it in the bracket. There we go. So you can see we've got our bushing in there. And to place it on and off, you just rotate this outer piece. It fits in there. And then that's a good fit. So there we are. We've 3D printed our little bushing. So why am I doing a spinning wheel bushing? The idea is with this 3D printer, I'm able to utilize another tool. 3D printing, although it's not your traditional welding, grinding fab, it's still a component that can be utilized. And we'll see that as the channel goes on. I've got a compressor with a solenoid switch that doesn't have a cover on it. So I'm going to be fabbing up a 3D printed cover for my compressors. Also for tool organization, I've got a bunch of tools, and at some point I'm going to start designing some 3D printed holders for my tools. And there might be some other things. So hope that helps. And remember, have a great day. Thanks.